go get me some motion. I had to create a new wave. I'm out in the middle of the ocean. Man, I was just eating and praying. I'm fresh off lockdown. But I was just waiting my turn. Bitch, about to pop out. Man, I just got out the pen. I had to go get me some motion. I had to create a new wave. I'm out in the middle of the ocean. Man, I was just eating and praying. I'm fresh off lockdown. But I was just waiting my turn. Bitch, about to pop out.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
All right, all right, all right. This is TQ here with Charlie Global. I'm here just to ask you a few questions to let the people get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
Those questions are going to be about you, your future, what goals you have, maybe a little personal, who knows. But if you don't mind just letting the people know who you are, open up yourself just a little bit.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Charlie Global checking in one time. You know what I'm saying? From a small town, Moultrie, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Moved to a couple of different cities. Albany was one of them. I went to high school here. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out the pen, just did 15 years. Back and better than ever before.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so thank you for getting into who you are and what happened, and so we're gonna talk a little bit more about you in the present and the future going forward. Since being released from prison, what changes have you seen in yourself? Even little small changes that matters as well.
Well, like I say, the biggest change I seen is patience. I had to learn patience, you know what I'm saying? Just wait. Anything you trying to manifest, you got to wait on it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's one of the biggest things I stress, patience. You got to wait.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, I mean, 15 years, all you did was have patience. So I completely understand that. I do have another question for you. What's the biggest challenge you faced since being released from prison? Just anything you could think of.
Well, the biggest challenge has been employment. Like when you're a convicted felon, you know what I'm saying? A lot of jobs check your background and things of that nature. So, you know, that pretty much been one of the biggest obstacles.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I have friends that have been in your position before, and it took months and probably a couple of years for them to find something that's stable and that brings in good money, and they just not trying to pay you whatever it is they think that you're worth at that time. So I get it. What short term goals do you have for yourself right now? Like currently, like the next year, maybe 2 years.
My current short term goal is getting all my business affairs lined up as far as incorporate my LLC into my motion, like learning, what I'm saying, how to do business, proper business in modern time because I've been gone. So
Yeah, things
really
have
just learning
changed.
business.
Things have changed for sure. Now, what long term goals do you have? 5 years, maybe 10 years, so on and so forth.
Well, 5 years from now, I see myself, what I'm saying. I told myself I'd be a millionaire by the time I'm 40.
I know
So
that's right.
I should be on track by the end. That's one of my goals, to be financially free.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure. I get it. We all have that same goal. Some may be a little bit longer. So I appreciate yours being right before 40. I commend you for that. What have you figured out of what that's your life purpose? Have you figured that out yet? Do you know
Yeah.
what it is? Are you
Yeah.
itching towards it? What's going on with
My
that?
life purpose is to touch the people's minds with the words. Like try to help the youth go down the right path, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to sit down for a long time and realize it's a system in place and it's systemically aiming at the black community, you know what I'm saying? So
Heck
my
yeah.
mission is to touch as many lives as I can and keep them up out of there.
Yeah, them little brown and black boys they need somebody. They definitely need somebody out there looking out for them. So what steps have you take to stay on the right path after being released from prison?
The first thing I did was find employment. It ain't much, but I found employment. I knew that was a big step because you can't operate out here without no funds. I knew I had to get several avenues, several ways to get revenue.
Yeah,
You know
different
what I'm saying?
streams.
Legit.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
And we
You
can't
know,
have you back the way you was before.
yeah, because the streets ain't the answer. Letting y'all know now, the streets is not the
They
answer.
are not the answer, guys. I tell my young son that all the time. It's not for the weak, and it ain't for nobody, really. I do have one more question for you. Two more, excuse me. What sacrifices have you made thus far towards the goals that you have? That we just spoke about, those long-term and short-term goals. What sacrifices have you made to align with those short and long-term goals that you have?
Well, like I said, you can't operate out here in this world without no money. So I sacrifice clubbing, I sacrifice drinking, I sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, not wasting time. I used to just waste time a lot. You know what I'm saying? I made the sacrifice to stay out the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because I live in the heart of the trenches,
For
and
sure.
it's right there.
Exactly.
But you know, I had to exercise discipline. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that pretty
Has that
much
been
it.
hard for you?
Nah, it ain't been hard because I create my own world inside my house. So everything I want to do, I can do it in my house.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the best way to say is stay safe. Is at the crib.
Yeah.
Last question for you. We did speak about the youth and how they need somebody to keep them on the straight and path and keep them aware of what's going on and not fall susceptible to the things outside, such as the streets. So what words do you have for the youth that may be making bad decisions involving being in the streets, being a gangster, being somebody that he may not be really? What words do you have for them?
Well, the words I would have for them is, first of all, you can't please the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You got to be yourself first and foremost. You got to be true to self before you can be true to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? The gang activity that ain't righteous. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna get you in a place you don't want to be, because being in the streets, you're only waiting for two things. You know what I'm saying? A funeral, whether somebody else had to have one or you have one, or you going to prison.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? The streets ain't the way to go. And pretty much, you know what I'm saying, start learning trades, skills.
Sure.
Get your skills up. You got to be able to use your hands in this world. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going to be given to you. You know what I'm saying? So be willing to work towards the dreams and aspirations that you have.
You hear that, young guys? You hear that, fellas? Please,
Yeah.
please, listen to somebody that's been through it. Listen to somebody that's been through it. Any last words? Anything for anybody? Your supporters, people that done held you down. You got some words for them?
Man, shout out to the Global Gang, man. The Global Gang been supporting. They've been supporting. I ain't lying. They've been supporting. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of situations going on, and you know, talking to them, vibing with them, you know what I'm saying? I done overcame a couple of hurdles, a couple of obstacles, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to the Global Gang, man. We getting that damn thing, man. Yeah. Yes, man. Y'all know y'all can follow me on Instagram.
I was just going to ask you what's your social so they can follow you.
Charlie KMF. King Charlie KMF on Instagram, and at Charlie Boss on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You
guys follow him. Get that down. Rewind it if you need to. Rewind it 2 times.
Yeah.
So you can get those socials, guys. Get those socials. Yes. All right. So this is it with Charlie Global. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. And until next time, we signing out.
Signing out.
I got out the pen. I had to go get me some motion. I had to create a new wave. I'm out in the middle of the ocean. Man, I was just eating and praying. I'm fresh off lockdown. But I was just waiting my turn. Bitch, about to Popeye. Man, I got out the pen. I had to go get me some motion. I had to create a new wave. I'm out in the middle of the ocean. Man, I was just eating and praying. I'm fresh off lockdown. But I was just waiting my turn. Bitch, about to Popeye.